Yo, what up? Brad Martineau here, and welcome back to another episode of Word of the Week Wednesday. In this episode, we're going to talk about the word need, and as a spoiler alert, not one of my favorite words, not a big fan. We'll dive into that, but if this happens to be the first episode of Word of the Week Wednesday, I got a video where I talk about the backstory of why we're doing this and why I think it's really important. There's a link in the description, you can go check it out. As a quick, 30-second summary, words and language matter a lot. They're how we interpret the world around us, they're how we talk and think to ourselves, and they're how we communicate with other people. At the same time, words and language are really just this sloppy tool that we have to try to capture the essence of an idea and communicate it either to ourselves or to other people. And as humans, we're not phenomenal at being clear and precise in the words and the language that we use. And what it can lead to is miscommunication with other people. And then it can also lead to just using words that don't actually serve us, as we're trying to go accomplish things in our life. So this whole series of videos is an exploration of some of the common words that we use, and oftentimes they don't lead to success for us. So that's it. So we're just picking up words. We're going to look at them and be like, here's where it's probably okay to use it, and here's where it might cause some problems, and here are some alternatives. And today we're talking about the word need. Now, need is also, by the way, a cousin to the word want, which I talked about in another episode of Word of the Week Wednesday. So with need, the first thing I feel like we have to do is a disclaimer, which is there are some harmless uses of the word need. It's a pretty prevalent word in the English language, so I'm not suggesting that you have to go force yourself to never use it. I've tried to eliminate need from my vocabulary. I've tried to get my kids to do the same thing because, for the most part, I find it to be a very ineffective and a very unhelpful word. But you're going to have phrases like, I need to go to the bathroom, or I need to leave at 5 p.m., or I need to go get gas, or I need to get eggs so I can make whatever, right, at the grocery store. Really not that big of a deal. It's not like your world's going to come crumbling down if you use it there. I will throw out, though, that that's probably a little bit unnecessary. We could just upgrade our language. Maybe it's an upgrade, but change our language to be like, I'm going to the bathroom. Just make it a statement of what you're going to do rather than I need to. I'm going to leave at 5. I'm going to get gas. I'm going to get eggs, right? So in those cases, it's not really what I'm trying to talk about with this video. What I'm trying to talk about are the phrases where we get into stuff more like, I need to go to the gym more often. I need to run more often. I need to be a better listener. I need to wake up earlier. Or I need more money. I need new basketball shoes. I need more leads in my business. I need more sales. I need more insert whatever the thing is that we tell ourselves that we need. And this is where it starts to get dangerous, because technically, with the way that we tend to use the word need, that's an accurate statement. However, what actually is going on inside of us when we communicate using the word need is, I think, what we want to explore. So let me draw a picture and see if I can't communicate a little bit more clearly. Again, words, it's a sloppy tool to try to communicate ideas. So let me see if I can't communicate it by throwing a picture into the mix here. So we're here, and we use this phrase, I need. And I just rattled off a bunch of examples, right? I need to go to the gym more consistently. I need to wake up earlier. I need to, whatever. I need more leads. I need more sales. I need whatever. So we're over here saying I need ... Now, the reality is, after we're done talking and we go to actually live in the world and do stuff, okay? There's only two things that exist for the sake of this video, right? There's the outcome that we want, or the outcomes that we want in the different areas of our lives. So outcomes. And then there's the work that has to be done in order to produce the outcomes. Here's what I found. When we use need, like I need to go to the gym more consistently, I need more sales, I need more leads, I need more, whatever it is. When we use that, here's what we're actually doing. We're actually describing an outcome that we want. Now, you're going to have to go watch the video about want to get into that, but as a teaser for the word want, it's a dangerous word. We're describing an outcome that we wish we had, but we're skipping over any conversation around the work. I need more leads. Okay, great. Now what do we do with that statement? It's a completely useless and it is an unhelpful statement. I need more leads. Okay, thank you for that. I need more clients. Okay, great. We're talking about an outcome. I need to get in better shape. Awesome. Great. It sounds phenomenal. But we're just describing the statement. And what we're actually saying is, I wish I were in better shape. I wish I had more clients. I wish I had more leads. And the reality is that if you actually want to make that wish happen, then you have to commit to it, and then you got to go identify what the work is. Okay, so on the one hand, when we say I need, it's like, oh, I wish I had that outcome, but I don't. And then it's like, awesome, you just, like, I don't even know where to go with that statement. The other thing that I've noticed that we do is we will describe the work that we wish we were doing. I wish I was waking up earlier. So I need to wake up earlier. Okay, I wish I was waking up earlier. Now, the question I would ask is, well, why? What is the outcome you're trying to get by waking up earlier? And so what you'll notice is when we say need either focuses on the work or the outcome, both of which we wish we had, but we didn't. And so what it does is deep inside, if we look at our soul looks like this. It's shedding a little tear. Because what we're identifying is a gap. We're identifying a deficit of a thing that we don't have as an outcome, or a thing we're not doing that we feel like we should be doing, or we ought to be doing, or we wish that we were doing. And so we're looking at the world through this lens of, I am not good enough, I am missing things, I am whatever. And what happens is, if you remember back at the beginning of the video, I said the reason why I don't like the word need is because it undermines, this is a dramatic camera switch, it undermines ambition, it undermines drive, and it undermines agency, meaning our ability, our excitement, and our willingness to choose. Because when we use the word need, we're focusing on all the things that we're not. Now, just as a consideration, what if we just replaced that? What would we replace it with? What would we say instead of, I need this outcome or I need this work? So, as a consideration for you, what I would consider, or what I would propose, is that you just get really clear on the outcomes. I am committed. I am going to make this outcome happen. Then you also have to identify, here's the work that I am going to do. Now, notice the difference in the tone as I say that. I am going to make this outcome happen. I am going to do this work to make this outcome happen. All of a sudden, what you'll start to see is that your soul shifts from this frowny face to this smiley face of power, confidence, boldness, of like, no, I'm going to go do that. I don't need to. I am going to. Now, your agency is involved. You get to put your energy behind it. Your ambition is involved. Your drive is involved, because it's not a, oh, crap, I missed that. I wouldn't do that thing. It's like, no, this is what I'm going to go do because I have decided. So when we're talking like internally for ourselves, what I would have you do, like this next week, is I want you to catch every single time you say, I need. Now, if it's like I need to go to the bathroom, in fact, I would do it with every single one of them. It'll be a little bit awkward at first, but do this for a week or for 2 weeks. Every time you say I need, stop and change it to I am going to. Or whatever other version that is not some version of need. Not I want, not I need, not I wish, not I whatever. Just change it to a declaration of power so that your drive, ambition, and your agency are working with you, and your soul is smiling. Just try it. Like, I need to go to the bathroom. No, I don't need to go to the bathroom. I am going to the bathroom. I need to get more leads. No, I'm describing an outcome. I don't even know what the work is. Hold on. Okay, I am going to get more leads. Now let me go figure out what I'm going to do to get more leads. And then that becomes the statement, which is now, rather than I need more leads, it's I am going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this today, because that will lead to more leads. Okay? Try that. I believe, my personal experience, I believe that it will be transformational for you. Okay? All right, so that's need as it relates to us. Now, really quickly, humor me for a couple more minutes. I want to talk about need as it relates to other people. And we'll do this one a little bit shorter. There may be something we draw here. I'm not sure yet. We'll see if something comes to mind. I think one of the most dangerous things that you can do as you interact with other human beings is tell them what they need to do, okay? Now, they might actually need to do something. And in reality, sorry, we're going to come back to this. They don't actually need to do something. They are going to based on a thing that they want. We like to say, hey, you need to. And we like to even figure out, well, here's the outcome you want. You need to do this. Now, here's the kicker, though, okay? It's really easy. Like, if you got kids, if you're in a business, like, yo, you need to do this, or I need you to do this. Can you describe for me a time when someone came to you and said, you need to, and you were excited about it? So you need to feels constricted, right? So in the same way that need for our own selves, when we use it internally, makes our soul frown because it restricts our drive, it restricts our ambition, and it restricts our agency. When we do that to somebody else, we're literally like putting them in a cage. So here's what we got. We got them right here, right? This is the other person. And the reality is they can do whatever they want. If I come back here, whatever work they do is going to lead to the outcome. So they might get whatever outcome they want. But every human being can do whatever that human being wants to do. As soon as we come into the equation and we say, you need to, we just went like this. And we didn't actually do that, by the way, because they could still choose to not do it. That's the irony, is we say you need to. It's like, no, they don't need to. And what happens is their defense mechanisms start to go up, because as humans, we're wired for agency, to be able to choose and to be able to decide. If I say you need to, I start to draw this boundary of like, here's what you've got to do. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. If somebody does that, at best what you're getting is you're getting compliance, but like begrudging compliance. What I would rather have is I would rather have them know that they don't need to do this. I would rather have them know that, hey, I'm with you. Like, yo, what outcome do you want? All right, you might consider this. And then I want them to opt into it. If I tell them that they need to, what I'm creating inside them as it relates to our interaction is I'm creating this, because I'm the one that's drawing this box around them. And I'm taking away drive, ambition, and agency. However, if I can, the art of leadership, which is just called how you interact with other human beings. Okay, did you catch that one? Leadership, it's just how you interact with other human beings. There's probably another video in the Word of the Week Wednesdays, we'll talk about that. But the art of leadership, the art of interacting with other people, is actually that you get them to exercise their own agency. You get them to enroll in what it is that you're trying to help them do and or see. But you have to remember that they don't need to do what you tell them to do. The goal is to figure out what they really want, help them see what work they need to do, and then get them to choose it, get them to enroll it. You're not going to make that happen by telling them what they need to do. So the next thing, okay? So personally, when you use the word need, stop and use a different word. Use a different phrase. Start to come up with words and phrases that mean something for you so that your soul can smile, right? Per my drawing. The other challenge for the next week or two is when you're interacting with your business partner, your employees, your spouse, your kids, your friends, or whatever, and you hear the phrase, you need to, start to come out of your throat, catch it and stop it. If it does come out, be like, okay, never mind. You don't actually need to, but you might consider. Like, come up with some other phrases. You might want to stop. You want to not use the word need. And if you do, change it. You need to correct it. So it's like, hey, you need to, or I need to. Like, hold on, I don't need to. You don't need to, but here's something that you might consider. All right, that's it for need. I'd love to know thoughts, insights. Post them in the comments. I'd love to know how this helps or impacts people. This has been a big one for me. Nobody needs to do anything. This is what I want to summarize with. Nobody needs to do anything. You don't need to do anything. Nobody else needs to do anything. The only thing that exists is the outcome that we want. Ourselves and then other people, and then the work that needs to be done. And all need does is it puts us in this like sort of in the middle state where it's like, oh, I'm deficient and I'm short. And so we're not forward thinking. We don't have drive. We don't have ambition. We're not exercising our agency. Remember, you don't need to do anything. So decide what you want, decide what you're committed to, the outcome you're going to get, identify the work, and then go say you're going to do that. Nobody else needs to do anything. Your spouse doesn't need to do anything, your kids don't need to do anything, your employees don't need to do anything, your business partner doesn't need to do anything. There's an outcome that they want, and there's work that needs to be done, and your job is to get them to opt in, to enroll, and to choose what they're going to do. All right, give me some comments. If you like the video, like it, whatever, subscribe to the channel. Give me some comments down below. Let me know what you thought, what you liked, and I'll catch you in the next episode of Word of the Week Wednesday. All right, peace.